Welcome back to the channel. It's your host Argento bringing you another story time with Sarg video. Gotten a lot of requests to do a story video, and now that I have some time, now that school's almost over, I decided it's about time to do another one. So let's get into it. So my story begins last year. Around in the winter time, there was still snow on the ground. It was really cold. I remember that. And I went to my friend's house. We were chilling. It was a good day. We wanted to get outside since, we were inside all day. So we're like, yeah, let's just go. And as we were driving, he was just telling me about all the weird stuff that goes on by his house, and all the abandoned buildings and the haunted houses, and just other stuff that's really weird, just because he lives in a old town, and that stuff was just there. So we were like, you know what, let's go explore something. So we drove around a little bit. We went to this park, and then we were passing this building, which was I think it was some chemical building. I don't remember the name, but we drove into there, and it just seemed like just a regular building. There were water towers and satellites just everywhere, and it was just abandoned. You didn't hear a peep outside of the building. There were broken windows. There's nowhere to be around. There was just nothing. It was just this building. So we drove around just looking for just anywhere to get into. So we first go on one side. The doors are locked. So we're like, all right, let's drive around to the other side. So we drove around to the other side. We climbed a few ladders to get on the roof. You could see a lot, and in the distance we saw this other building that it seemed to be relevant, and that it was most likely connected. So we were like, all right, we'll go there later. And then we're just looking for a way to get down and down through the roof, but we couldn't. And then we were just walking around the building, and all of a sudden we see this spot where somebody broke the window in order to get into the building. So we just went through that. We went through the door that had the broken window by it, and we get in. And this place is nothing that I expected. Now I thought it'd just be it'd just be a regular just building, but it'd be a ton of dust everywhere. It'd kind of be clean. No, this place it looked like a zombies map. It looked like a stereotypical zombies map. There was just papers thrown everywhere. There were random puddles and broken glass, and there were cabinets just thrown everywhere with and it was just and some of the lights weren't on, and they had these weird different colored lights, and it was just crazy because we kept hearing creaks everywhere, and we just keep going through these buildings. We keep going through these rooms, and they're just there's nothing in them. They're just there's garbage and other stuff just around, and we're just walking around. It's dark, so I'm nervous, and I'm not the type to be scared by a lot of things, but I was on edge just because this would seem like a place that you would get murdered. I just putting it out there. I'm saying look, there could be just other people trying to do drugs in here, or they're just sleeping in here because they ain't got no other place to stay. So I was worried, and we were just going around, exploring, going through buildings, going through rooms. I'm picking stuff up, looking at documents of just random stuff that I don't really know about, because You know, I'm not a chemist, or I'm not a scientist yet. And all of a sudden, we just hear this. Just like we start hearing like footsteps, or just like these just a disturbance through a few rooms. So I was like, I'm starting to get goosebumps, and I'm like, yo, you hear that? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, it's time to get the F out of here. Like, like, we're not playing no more. Like, we gotta get out of here, because this like, we didn't have any weapons on us. We were just like chilling. I think he had a flashlight that we were just using, but we weren't prepared, because we didn't expect to be like going through these random places. So we're just trying to be as quiet as possible, just like creeping through this place. And like, it's like, we just started like, we heard this like bang somewhere, and then we were like, oh, like this is a like, I've been scared before, but scared for my life, something that I haven't been. And I was like, all right, we gotta go. We're not playing anymore. So we just say like, screw it. We make a book. We book it to his car, and we leave the spot. And now this place is a really big place, so we go to the other side. And we start looking. Now, these buildings were connected, but this side of the building was, I guess people have been there or something, just because there were like fridges and other stuff there. But I don't even know. It was very weird. And it seemed like people been to that part before recently. And I was like, all right, well, I don't want to get caught here, get the police. Like, how am I going to explain this? Like, we can't explain, oh, yeah, we're just trespassing. We broke in. Yeah, we broke into this place. We're just looking around. We're just trying to have a good time. No, we're going to get arrested for breaking in and entering and trespassing. So it's like, we're doing all right. We're doing all right now. So we get out of that spot. And we're just driving. And in the beginning of this video, I told you when we were on the roof that we saw these buildings are like all the way in the distance. So we're like, you know what? Why don't we just go and let's explore there? You know, they're not connected. Maybe we'll see something. I don't know. Maybe something interesting. So we're looking around in this building, and it's very hard to find an entrance. We didn't even like find like a spot to park. We just parked in like the woods. It was a random spot. And we were just, well, we got into this building and we're exploring, and we're just going through it. It's very similar to the other one. And we get to this one room, and I just have like an eerie feeling. Like, it's just, you know when your gut tells you that, just like, yeah, you be careful about your next few decisions, Sarge. Just do that for me, please. So we're exploring, and all of a sudden we see this staircase. And it's not like a normal like staircase. Like, it just goes down. It's like a spiraling staircase that just goes down. And we just like look by it, and it is pitch black. This could have been just like a black hole kind of thing. Like, it was so dark. And I'm like, look, I'm a man, but this this is crazy. This might be not be something that I want to do. Go down here into this like the portal to hell. And then we were going to, But then it was getting pretty. It was like we were out for I think 2 or 3 hours at this point in time, and we were in. I think his parents were calling him to see where he was at, just checking up, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe this is just a sign that we shouldn't go down here. You know, because guess what? We might not come back. I don't want to know anything that down there. I don't want to know. Like, trust me, I don't want to see any government experiments or where they got aliens down there, or they got one of these like mutant people that got exposed to all the radiation or chemicals that they just keep down there that like eats people that trespass. Yeah, I didn't want to be in that situation, so we're just looking for a way out. And again, we just hear like a bang, and I don't know if it was just a building or if it was just, I don't even know, but we got out of there. And I just had this I had this like, weird feeling the entire ride home. Just like it was good that we got out of there, because I just felt like it's a bad presence. And then once we were just driving and driving and driving, we finally got out of this, like we got off this property, and then that was it. And we just went home. We acted like nothing happened, even though that we were scared. We were genuinely scared. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It was very interesting. It was very scary for me, but I'll do more of these stories in the future. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.